Hey guys, I'm gonna be running a little game for you guys called Shadow of the Ninja. I'm gonna be playing the Japanese version just because it's just faster on resets. There's no real significant difference between the versions. The main thing I'll be doing to go fast is I'll be jumping and slashing a bunch, and what that accomplishes is it'll keep pushing me forward slightly. So that's like the main tech in the game in terms of like speeding it up. Gonna do a countdown. Just a sec. The timer starts when I hit start here on character select. So 3, 2, 1. Start off in a nice rainy stage, because every NES game needs to have a stage involving water. It's the only little source of RNG in the game is this little mini boss. Everything else is pretty much set and will always be the same. A little bit of swag there. This section has one of the coolest strats. I'll try to pull it off. We'll see. Oh, nope. Didn't get it. Rip. So we're gonna do the last thing you would think to do in a speedrun. We're just gonna wait there for a second, and now we go. Oh. I'm gonna miss the taxi, aren't I? That is unfortunate. Gonna have to wait here. Alright, we're fine. Usually I would skip the cycle there, but it's a little bit slow. Nice quick one cycle on the boss. And we're off to the next stage. This first boss for the stage is probably the trickiest part of the whole game. In terms of if you don't have upgrades going into the fight, you're gonna have a bad time. And dispatch them nice and quickly. Make our way up. Dodge some hits. Damage boost. And we're through the tricky parts. Grab an upgrade and keep moving. Jump slashing as we go, as much as possible. Grabbing the bombs to have a nice little quick kill on the boss coming up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a dead boss. Hanging on to one bomb for a very specific purpose, which is reducing a lot of lag in the stage coming up. But first we need to say excuse me to this robot. Excuse me? Okay. And we kill those guys at the top, and that saves an enormous amount of time and lag. Grabbing some throwing weapons. Killing one of these guys to just give myself a little bit more of a buffer in terms of health, because that can happen. Gonna grab the hidden HP because it's a marathon. And time for the most tedious boss ever. Ideally, you spawn him facing right, because that makes his body parts fly off screen just ever so slightly faster. I believe it's 2 frames or something each time. You're also risking getting hit like that. I'll focus up real quick for this boss. How was I facing it? Left? I don't even know. I'm holding down and right. Alright. This next stage is all about moving as quickly as you can. It's a lot of climbing, a lot of vertical stuff. Grabbing some bombs that are hidden. Using bombs in some very deliberate spots here. Grabbing some health and some more bombs. And we're through stage 4-1. And this stage is probably the hardest stage casually, just because it's there's a little section coming up, I'll point it out when we get to it, that is just not very nice. Especially not to new players. Gonna wait here just a little, grab an upgrade, and we're moving on. So this section coming up is the part of the game that most people struggle on initially. Gonna be quiet for just a minute. Do this part. Gonna go for a zip here. Up and over. And we're through the hard parts. Grabbing upgrades, going down, and we're off to the boss. This boss has the trickiest quick kill in the game. It's kind of one of those things that's just based off getting a good feel for it. So we'll see if I can get it there. Close, but no cigar. Can kill him before he actually flies up like this. But I didn't manage to get it. Alright, and we're off to the final stage. This stage is also kind of tricky in terms of there's a lot of enemies that you need to know how to manipulate. mainly is just turning back as you reach them, and baiting them into jumping after you. Ooh, actually managed to get that without getting hit. And we're moving on. Dodging, continuing, squeezing my way through, taking an intentional hit there. And that was actually a beautiful stage. Jump slashing in some deliberate spots here to avoid getting hit by the arrows. Or spears, rather. Making our way up. Killing a few of these guys to make sure it doesn't lag. Grabbing the bombs, and the goal now is to not use any of the bombs unless I need to. And there's only gonna be 2 instances where I need to. Making our way up, nice and easy. Nice relaxing auto-scroller just before the final boss. Also, time's gonna be as soon as I land the final hit on the boss. Nice little health refill over here. Didn't actually need it, but nice to have it, right? And on this side, there's a max. That scroll gives you the maximum amount of upgrades. Gonna do a quick pause to make sure I don't use one of my bombs to charge up. Jumping over his shots, running over to the other side, catching him in the air, dodging the hit, and moving back. And we wait for him again. Jumping hit again. The jumping hit is done by just wiggling the D-pad while they're in the air. Gonna set up. And time. And that was Shadow the Ninja. Though I was a bit scatterbrained with the commentary, but I hope that was at least a little bit enjoyable for you guys. Almost a sub 12. Wanna thank Dave for having me. And yeah, I'll probably be doing more of these.